Hello everyone, welcome to CEC Online Lectures. Today we'll be talking about digital tools for education and more specifically we'll be talking about G Suite for Education. So now we'll be talking about specific tools and specific apps under G Suite. So the first one is for collaboration. So as they say that alone we can do so little and together we can do so much. And especially like in online learning, there is a lot of requirement for collaboration. For example, if the course is being offered by 5 teachers, the teachers need to collaborate with each other. They need to create content in collaboration. They need to create presentations. They need to create documents. So how this can be done? And then the students also need to collaborate with each other. Say, for example, there's a group assignment which is given. So how do they do that group assignment? Is it like you work separately and then you collate everything? Or is there any platform which allows you to do or prepare a document in a collaborative way or prepare a presentation in a collaborative way? So we'll be talking about two major tools today. We'll be talking about Google Docs and we'll be talking about Google Slides, which can be used for collaborative work. So Google tools for collaboration, as I said, Docs, Slides, Sheets, Drive and Jamboard are available. And when we talk about the Google Docs, so the Google Docs offers us variety of things. For example, you can access, create and edit your documents wherever you go, from your phone, from your tablet or computer, even when there is no connection. And this is something which we discussed when we talk about the availability of technology. So if there is a possibility of working on something offline, I think that's a very good solution a platform can offer. Then everyone can work together in the same documents at the same time. So it is not that you need to work differently on the different documents and then you need to collate everything. Simon, Simultaneously, you can work on one document. And third very important point is that all your changes are automatically saved. It's not that every time you have to press that save button, and many a times we get into trouble. It's just because we close the file and we forgot to save that particular file. So you can even use the revision history to see old versions of the same document sorted by date and who made the change. So for example, if you're working collaboratively, so you need to have the history of that particular document, what are the changes which are being made, who had made those particular changes. So everything can be tracked in this. And the last is that explore and get inspired by images, quotes and text from Google searches without leaving this app. So in the app only, if you want to search for images, if you want to search for any document, you are in a position to do that, and you can even integrate those particular resources in your document. So now what I'm going to do is I'll take you through the Google Doc platform, how you can create a Google document and what all features does this Google document have. Okay, so there are two ways to reach to Google Doc. One is, if you can see the menu here. So from here you can find all the Google apps. So if you click on this, you'll find Google app. If it is not there, just go down and you'll find Google Doc here. You can click on this and you'll reach on to Google Doc. Second is you can search from here docs.google.com. So you can use it from your Android and you can also visit it from your iOS. Then what we'll do, we'll go from here. So this is the Google Doc, and as you can see, so there are number of templates available here. If you want to start a new document, you can start a new document from here. And these are the templates, and there is a template gallery also. So when you go to template gallery, you will find templates for resumes, for letter, for personal letter, for recipes, for work, for projects, for notes, for business meetings, minutes of meetings, for sales pitch. You also find legal documents. So these are the templates. So depending upon what you are planning to work on, you can select the template. Now going back to this, In addition to this, on the main page, what you see is the recent documents. So these are the documents which I might have worked on recently. Uh, so in here, you can also find documents which are owned by anyone, which means not only you, but some people might have shared their documents with you. Similarly, you can find from here the documents which are owned by me and the documents which are not owned by me. From this, you can have a list view of all the documents like this, and from here you can sort it alphabetically also. You can sort by title, you can sort by last modified. So if I go to last modified, so I'll sort it according to the documents which were last modified. So say for example, this lesson plan teamwork was the document which was modified recently. So this is the main page, or like you can say the home page of Google Doc. Now, if you have to work on a document, there are a number of features. Mostly it's like the Microsoft Word which you might be using. But this is the document. I've opened the document, which is a blank document. I'm not using any template. So for example, the first thing is that you need to give name to your document. So I'm just calling it a Google Doc. And then you can start working on this document. You can edit this document. This is something which I'm sure you are very familiar with. You can work on this the way you were working on your Microsoft Word. So you can assign styles for headings and titles. You can change alignment here. You can change text indentation here. You can assign headlines, and you can bold. And so these are the things which you've been using in the Microsoft Word. So this is something which is when it comes to edit and add styles to your text. Then if you go to file menu, these are the things which you can do. You can create document from template. You can create spreadsheet, presentation. This is available. You can make a copy. You can download as like a Word doc, PDF. You can also download as EPUB if you are working for the document which you would like to publish on web. So you can email this as an attachment. You can make this document available offline, which is very, very important, which means even like offline, you'll be able to work in this. So I've marked it as marked available offline. You can also see the version history of this document, which means when was it last modified, who modified this, so that everything can be seen from here. Then you can also publish it to web. So publish it to web means that it will give you a code once you have saved this, and that code you have to go and paste in your website or your blog. And then these are the language which you can work on. So these are the major things in file. Then you can also insert different images, table, drawings, the way you were doing in your Word document. Now the main feature of this is, and which is not available in other doc apps or platforms, is one is this, which is called Explore. As you can see somewhere here, you see this Explore button. So when I click on this, I can search documents on the web. Say for example, if I'm working on Google Doc, I'll just type Google Doc here, right? And I'll go to different documents on Google Doc. So these are the things. If I want that, okay, I'm working on a lesson plan on Google Doc, I just want to have image of Google Doc. So what I'll do, I'll just click, I like this image, so I'll just add this image to my document. So it will be there in this document. I can get things from my drive also. So you can add content, you can add images from here, you can add content from your drive. So it is available to you here only. Another important tool which is available in this is, which other platforms might not be having, is voice typing. For example, you are not in a mood to type something, so you just have to click here and you can write whatever you want to write, as you can see on your screen. But you have to be very clear when you use the language so that there are no spelling mistakes, but still you have to edit it later on. And when you want to stop typing, you just have to click on this mic button one again. So these are some of the features which other documents were not having. Another thing is that you do not have to save this document. The way you're doing work uh, and you're writing something here, it is automatically being saved. So now coming on to share, which is very important. By default, any Google Doc is a private doc. So you have to change the setting if you want to make it public. For example, this is the doc. Right now, I'm the owner, as you can see here, and only I can see this document. Now you want other people to see this document, so you can click on the name, whosoever. You can send the message, and you can uh, ask them to edit the document, right? Or you can send a personal message, whatever you want these people to do on this document. You can also assign roles. For example, now this person can see this document as a viewer, as a commenter, and as an editor. So I can change this thing. Say for example, I don't want people to edit this. So I'll just change the setting and I'll say that this person should only view the document. If I want them only to comment, I'll say just comment. They should not be in a position to change the content. And then the editor means that they can edit the document. And then I'll send the invite. And the invite will be sent to the person. The person will get the link, and that person is you can see it was added here. And then here editing is done. So for example, if I'm doing anybody can edit. So now if I've added one person, this person can start editing this document. I can also suggest. Say for example, I don't want to do editing, but I want to suggest something. So one can also suggest that thing here. So say for example, if you can see, I say that it is not clear, please rewrite. So this is it's there, and people can reply to that and they can resolve this particular matter, and this is highlighted. So I'm not changing the document, but I'm putting in the document, but I'm highlighting it and saying that this is what I'm suggesting. If you want to take my suggestion, it's okay. Otherwise, you can mark it as resolved. So you can delete this particular thing. So these are the major features of a Google Doc, which is a very interesting tool if you really want to work on this. Another very important thing is that this is the comment history, which means when you were working on a document, that a lot of people were suggesting something and they were commenting something. Then from here you can get to the comment history of your document. Say for example, if someone says that no, I didn't say this, so you can always show the comment history. From here you can also add comments. That is a good initiative. So sorry for the spelling mistake. Okay, it is a good initiative, right? And I comment on this. So you can comment, you can suggest. So these are the things which can be done using Google Doc. So my suggestion to you would be that next time if you have to create any document, try and create that document collaboratively, involve your peers, involve your colleagues, involve your friends in developing that particular document and see how it works. So thank you very much. So this demo was about Google Docs. There's a lot of collaborative work you can do using Google Docs. And as I said before, you can use it in an offline mode also. if you do not have internet connection. So now we'll be talking about Google Slides and how you can work on different presentations collaboratively. And this is important for the teachers also. So for example, if you have five teachers teaching physics in a school or in a college, then all of them, they can collaborate and they can create one particular presentation which they can use it as a resource in their respective classrooms. And this can also be used by students if they are given some collaborative work. So instead of doing everything individually and then collating it, it is good practice to create a Google slide and use a Google slide to make that particular presentation. So Google Slides, depending on the access, collaborators can edit presentation, they can add comments, they can assign different tasks to different individuals. They can access version history, which means like when was it last updated, what were the changes made earlier, who made those particular changes. You can also access presentation in offline mode, and then presentation is saved automatically in Drive as you work, so you do not have to click that save button every time. And you can also, as you were doing in the doc, you can add images and sheets to your chart. So these are the basic features of Google Slide, and the major features remain the same as of the Google Doc, which means you can work in an offline mode. It will save your presentation when you're working. You can collaborate, you can assign different tasks to different individuals, but this is in the form of a presentation. So now I'll take you through the demo of Google Slides and how you can work on this particular application in a collaborative way. Okay, so same for the Google Slides, slides.google.com, and then from the apps, if you see here, you find Google Slide here. Just go down. So it depends, at times this positioning of, the apps are different depending upon how much you use these particular slides. So sometimes you'll find it up somewhere and at times, it is down. So I'll just click on slide here. So in this also, it's exactly like Google Doc. And in this, you can create and you can simultaneously edit presentations with your team, and you can collaborate on professional pitch decks, project presentations, training modules, and much more can be done using this. So the way we were doing Google Doc, so this is like how you start with the blank presentation, and these are the templates. So there are a number of templates available. So if you are not happy with the templates which are available in Microsoft PPT, you can explore some from the template gallery here. And these are the recent presentation, exactly like the Google Doc. So which means, these are the presentations which I might have worked on or I might have seen. So these are the presentations. Now, these are the presentations which are owned by anyone. Now, I'll say that I just want to see presentations which are owned by me, which means that something which I had started. So these are the presentations which I had worked on Google Slides. And then not owned by me. So these are the presentations which are not owned by me, but I might have been invited to edit these presentations, or the owner might have shared this with me, maybe to view, to edit, or to comment on these presentations. So similarly, you can have a list view of all the presentation, and you can also sort it on the basis of last opened by me, last modified by me, last modified presentation, and on the basis of the title of the presentation. So this is the first thing in the first page of the Google slide. Then, say for example, if I want to make a new presentation, you can make a new presentation, and so these are the themes. From here you can choose different themes for your presentation. So these are the themes available. You can choose like whichever theme you want and whichever you feel is relevant for your presentation, and you can start working on it. And this is like the formatting options which are available, transitions, the background if you want to change. You want to add comment on any of the slide, you can do it from here. You can insert picture, you can insert line. So these possibilities, the way we have all these possibilities with the Google Doc. So in this file option, exactly like this, from here you can share, you can create new, you can import slides. Say for example, if you have a presentation somewhere, and from that, if you just want to have one slide, so you can import one slide from any presentation. You can download it as PPT, you can ODT document, PDF document, JPEG, PNG. So these are the formats in which you can download this presentation. Make available offline. So this is very important, and whenever I work, I always try to uh, click this, because if in case I do not have internet when I want to edit the presentation or when I want to visit the presentation, so I should be in a position to do it without internet also. And this is the version history, and these are the things which we have already seen in the Google Doc. So then import slide is something which is very important, which adds slides from another presentation to your current slide deck. You can make a copy, you can download. This is something which we have just seen. It is published to web, similarly like a Google Doc. I mean, it will give you a code and you can use this thing, and you can paste it and it will be available on your whatever blog is there or website is there. And then click share, and the sharing is something which is very important. From here you can present this, and this is like comment history the way we have done it. You can add comment from there. From here you will get the notification. This is the share. As I said, that mostly whenever you work on any of the Google app, your uh, product, whether it's a document or your presentation, they are private by default. So first you have to give name to save this. So I have saved the name, and then you can share it with people, just exactly like you just need to find out. You have to add the name of the people or the group's email IDs. You can also get the link. Say for example, I've just copied the link and I can share this link with other people. Then I can also decide what people can do with this link. So anyone with the link can view, anyone with the link can comment, and anyone with the link can edit. So there are two ways of sharing. One is adding people's email ID, and second is just copy the link, and then you can decide, people with whom you are sharing this particular link, whether they will be able to view it or comment it, or they'll be the editor for your presentation. So this is like about Google Slides, and from here you can present this. And if like you want to talk about the tools, exactly like the way we had in Google Doc, you can explore from here. So you want to bring in some pictures, you can bring pictures from here. You can search your docs in the web, and then the speech to text option is also available here. So which means that you're not in the mood to type anything. So what you can do is you can speak, and it will automatically create that content for you without you putting efforts in typing. And once you are done, you just have to click on this. So these are the major features of a Google slide, and I suggest you the way I suggested you for the Google Doc. Please work on this and try and explore. The more you work on this, the more you learn this particular platform. So this was about Google Slides. So today we have learned about blended learning, the concept of blended learning, and we've also talked about two tools which can foster collaboration. One is Google Doc and another one is Google Slide. So my suggestion to you would be that try and use these two applications which comes under G Suite for Education. Some of you might be using it earlier, but it's always good to practice this. And it's exactly like the doc which you've been using earlier, or the presentation or PPT which you were using earlier. But the major feature of this is that using this particular platform, you can work in a collaborative way, and there are, yes, a number of other features which can be used while you are working on a document or while you are working on a presentation. So thank you very much, and I hope that you'll spend some time with both of these tools and try to learn more. Thank you.